morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Bulletin and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. Opposition parties want government not to take long-term decisions, criticize the caretaker government for announcing full-fledged budget. Issue of constitutional bench formation takes center stage, next hearing on House dissolution fixed for tomorrow. Daily infection from coronavirus drops to 3,702 cases, number of active cases declined to 108,000. Denmark's Secret Service accused of spying for the US, press allegations remind of secrets leaked by Snowden in 2013. And Manchester City midfielder suffers fractured nose. The injury occurred during Champions League final match against Chelsea. And now the news in detail. 5 opposition parties have warned the government not to take any decisions that will have long-term effect on the country and the people. A meeting of the opposition parties held at Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba's residence yesterday issued such warning against the caretaker government. Top leaders of Nepali Congress, CPN Maoist Center, CPN UML, Madhav Kumar Nepal Group, Janata Samajwadi Party, Upendra Mahato Group and Rashtriya Jana Morcha were present during yesterday's meeting. Speaking with reporters after the meeting, Janata Samajwadi Party's leader Rajendra Shrestha said that the government's displayed autocratic nature by announcing a full-fledged budget at a time when the parliament was dissolved. The opposition alliance expressed belief that the Supreme Court was deliver justice in matter. The hearing on the writ petitions filed at the Supreme Court against the dissolution of House of Representatives could not enter the theoretical issue on Sunday as well amid disputes on formation of the constitutional bench. A report. The next date of hearing on lower house dissolution has been fixed for tomorrow. The legal practitioners on behalf of the writ petitioners raised their concern on the formation of the constitutional bench that comprises Chief Justice Cholendra Samser Rana, Justices Deepak Kumar Karki, Dr. Ananda Mohan Bhattrai, Tej Bahadur Kesi and Bam Kumar Shrestha. The legal practitioners have put their demand asking the disassociation of Justices Kesi and Shrestha from the bench. They argued that Justice Kesi also involved in the hearing of lower house dissolution previously and Shrestha issued the order in the case against the unification of CPN. The HOR was dissolved on May 22 as the new government could not be formed as per Article 76(5) of the Constitution of Nepal. A total of 30 writ petitions have been lodged at Supreme Court for and against of the lower house dissolution. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Coronavirus has claimed 109 lives across the country in a single day, despite a sharp drop in number of daily infection. A report. The government yesterday confirmed 109 deaths across the country due to coronavirus. With this, the death toll has climbed to 7,272. The Ministry of Health and Population also reported 3,702 new cases of coronavirus yesterday. Daily infection was 4,311 a day ago. The total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 557,124, while the number of active cases has dropped to 108,897 from the overnight tally of 111,509. According to the ministry, altogether 440,955 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Nepal is currently among top 41 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 34.03 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 27.9 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 170.7 million people across the world and claimed over 3.55 million lives. And now the news from economic front. The budget unveiled by the government on May 29 has drawn mixed reaction from various stakeholders. While some have hailed government for prioritizing vaccination drive against COVID-19 and introducing investment-friendly budget, others have criticized the government for introducing a full-fledged budget through ordinance at a time when the parliament is dissolved. FNCCI President Ser Golsa welcomed the budget, saying that the demands that they held raising for long now have finally addressed. On the other hand, former Finance Minister Dr. Ramsaran Mahat said that the budget is populist in nature and size of the budget during the time of crisis is too large. He said that the government has introduced budget going against the spirit of the constitution. According to Rajendra Malla, president of NCC, it is very challenging to implement provisions introduced in the budget. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Denmark's Secret Service helped the US spy on European politicians, including German Chancellor Angela Merkel from 2012 to 2014, Danish media report. The Defense Intelligence Service (FE) collaborated with the US National Security Agency (NSA) to gather information. According to a report by Danish broadcaster Danmarks Radio, intelligence was collected on other officials from Germany, France, Sweden, and Norway. According to the report, similar allegations emerged in 2013. Then secrets leaked by US whistleblower Edward Snowden alleged tapping of the German Chancellor's phone by the NSA. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Manchester City midfielder Kevin De Bruyne suffered a fractured nose and eye socket in the Champions League final defeat against Chelsea. The 29-year-old was replaced in the 60th minute by Gabriel Jesus after a collision with Antonio Rudiger. I feel okay now, still disappointed about yesterday obviously, but we will be back, he tweeted. De Bruyne was named in the Belgium squad for Euro 2020 with his country's first game on June 12 against Russia. There are no indications yet whether the midfielder will be fit for the match in St. Petersburg or if his injuries threaten his participations in the rest of the tournament. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Opposition parties want government not to take long-term decisions, criticize the caretaker government for announcing full-fledged budget. Issue of constitutional bench formation takes central stage, next hearing and House dissolution fixed for tomorrow. Delhi infection from coronavirus drops to 3,702 cases, number of active cases declined to 108,000. Denmark's Secret Service accused of spying for the US, fresh allegations remind of secrets leaked in Snowden by 2013. And Manchester City midfielder suffers fractured nose. The injury occurred during Champions League final match against Chelsea. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website JanataSamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infections. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.